Now we shall solve problems on Lagrange's interpolation formula. I have written the problems here. We first consider the solution of 1. Solution for problem 1. We may represent these values in a table if given these values are given x and the points of x are 300, then 304, then 305 and 307. We may see these values are not equally spaced. Here the different distance is 4, or difference of these 2 points is 4, difference of these 2 points is 1, difference of these 2 points is 2. That means these are unevenly spaced points. In Newton's formula, the distance between two consecutive values of x remains constant, and thus Newton's formula is not useful for this case. We have asked to find log of 301 at the base 10. These are the values, corresponding values of log corresponding to the value of x. Means log of 300 to the base 10 is this one, etc. Now the y function we consider as log x to the base 10, and we may write these values 2.4771 here. This is 2.4849, and the next is 2.4843, etc. This is 2.487. So these are the values given in the problem. Now we express directly the Lagrange's interpolation formula. So we need to find the value of log at 301. Means we take this x is equal to, we have to find log of 301 to the base 10. So therefore take x is equal to 301. This is the value of x, and these are the values as earlier in the derivation we have to consider these values of x0, x1, x2, x3, and these will be y0, y1, y2, y3 and so on. So thus the 4 values are given, and therefore a polynomial will be of degree 3. If n plus 1 points are given, then the polynomial will be of degree n. So we have to write the formula for L3x by Lagrange's interpolation formula. So this will be a log of x, y of x means y of 301, or that means log of 301 at the base 10, and this is equal to. So as we remember the formula, what are the terms here? So x means here 301. See this x minus x0 is not to be taken, x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3, and that will be x is 301 minus 301 minus 305, that is 304. So that will be, or I shall write here, this is equal to 301 minus 304. This is not to be taken at numerator. 301 minus 305 and 301, that x will remain fixed. X minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3. x3 is here 307 divided by now here we have to consider the value of x0, that is 300 minus x0 minus, and these values will remain same. In place of 301 we have to write 300, so which is the x0 value. So x0 minus x1, that is 304, and again the same. And this is multiplied by So this value is multiplied by y1, that is 2.4771. So this is the first term that we have. Now the next term will be plus, I shall write here, and x minus x naught, that is 300 minus 301, that is x. 301 minus x naught is 300. Next is, now don't take this value, 301 minus 305, and again 301 minus 307. And at the denominator we replace this 301 by 304. And it is multiplied by the second value of y, that is y1, 2.4849. And further the next term will be plus, again 301 minus. Now we can take the, we have to delete this term, that is y2, that is x2, x0, x1, x2. Now x2 is 305, that is not to be written at numerator, and x minus x0, that is 300, then x minus 304, x minus the last value, x means 301, 301 minus the last value is 307, and at the denominator we have to write this value 305. 305 minus 300. Replace the first value of x by 305. And here the value is to be written as 2.4843. We are expressing the formula. And now the next term I shall write here itself. Plus the next value. Now we have to write the last term, and in that the numerator will not contain this value. So x minus x naught means 301 minus 300, x minus x1 means 304, 301 minus 305, and at the denominator each first term which are x are to be replaced. You observe the formula how the terms are written, and is to be replaced by the last value of x, that is 307. So 307 minus 300, 307 minus 304, 307 minus 305, and the last value of y is 2.4871. So in this way we have to write the Lagrange's formula correctly. So this step is important. I have not written the formula. Earlier we have seen the formula, which is x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3, etc. And directly we have substituted these values. Now the simplification can be done for these values, or this is equal to. So this is y of 301, and that will be equal to. So I shall write that values here, or that is log of 301, log of 301 to the base 10 is equal to. Now you see these are the easy to calculate. That is the 301 minus 304 is minus 3, and this is minus 4, and this is minus 6 divided by this is minus 4, minus 5, and minus 7 times this value is 2.4771. First value we have written. Now the next is plus, this is 1, then this is minus 4, this is minus 6 divided by, it is 4, this is minus 1 and this is minus 3, yes, and it is multiplied by 2.4849. Next, that is plus, this is 1, minus 3 and minus 6 divided by, this is 5, yes, 1, and then this is minus 2. It is multiplied by 2.4843. So we should be careful while doing the calculation, and we have to use the calculator. So plus, this is, so these are simple terms we have written directly, but the next for the next step we need a calculator, and this is 1, this is minus 3 and this is minus 4 divided by it is 7 into 3 into 2 and multiplied by 2.4871. So these are the values. So these actually the first step is important, to write the values according to the Lagrange's interpolation formula correctly. And now the further calculation can be done, and see, we may observe this cancels, and it is 18 divided by 35, yes, multiplied by this term. Here also this you have to note the sign also. Here it is positive, here it is positive, the after all term will be positive. Here also the term is positive, it is negative divided by negative, and 4 cancels, here 3 cancels, 6 gives 2, so 2 times this is the value. And next this can be simplified, this 2 divides 6 gives here 3, and the sign here it will be negative because it is positive divided by negative, and for the last it is positive. So use a calculator to obtain these values, and these I have calculated these values, and these values are, I shall write here directly, you may check, 1.2739 plus and again the addition subtraction of this is 2.4779. So this is the value of log of 301. So this is log to the base 10 of 301, and this is the answer. So in this way we can use the Lagrange's interpolation formula to find value of y at a given value of x if the points are not equally spaced. And thus this complete solution of the first problem. Now see the second one. Here we are asked to find a polynomial. Yes, polynomial is to be obtained, and given values of y at certain values of x. Y of 1 is equal to minus 3, y of 3 is 9, means x is 1, y is minus 3. X is 3, y is 9. So we can write a table first from these given values, and then use the Lagrange's interpolation formula to obtain the polynomial. So here also we consider the given values in a tabular form. Solution for second. Given values of x. X values 1, 3, y of x, the values are in bracket are of x, 1, 3, 4, etc. And then 6. And next the values of y. Y of x, or simply we can write y. Y is minus 3, then 9, 30, and 132. So these are the values of y, and we are asked to find the polynomial y of x. So we have to find polynomial. It is not asked particular value, but the polynomial is asked, and from the polynomial we can obtain the value at any point of x. We have to find polynomial y of x by Lagrange's interpolation formula. Y of x is equal to, it is x minus x1. It starts with the numerator as x minus x1. So, and that is x. So, x will remain the same. X minus x1 is 3. X minus x2 is 4. Here x is, we have to consider as it is, because the polynomial we have to find out as a general polynomial y at the value of x. X may be any value. So, x minus 4, x minus 6 divided by, and at the denominator we replace this x by the first value of x, that is 1. 1 minus 3, 1 minus 4, 1 minus 6 into y naught, that is minus 3, and plus the next is x minus, now we have to take this value x1, x naught 1. Don't take 3 at second term, don't take 1 at first, don't take 3 at second. At numerator, you remember, at numerator we don't have to take this value, and this is x minus 1, x minus 4, x minus 6 divided by, at denominator we have to take this value of x, which is 3. 3 minus 1, replace x by 3. 3 minus 1, 3 minus 4, 3 minus 6, and the value of y1 is 9. Plus the next is again the value of x, x minus 1, x minus, next is 3, don't take 4, and x minus 6 divided by, now replace x by 4, 4 minus 1, 4 minus 3, etc. And further value is y is 30 corresponding to this, and last term now will be plus x minus 1, x minus 3, this value, and x minus 4 only, don't take x minus 6, and replace this x by 6, and that is multiplied by 132. So these are, this is the formula that we have used, Lagrange's interpolation formula, and now we have to find the polynomial y at x. So the remaining is the part of calculation, and you see the denominators here, it is minus 2, here it is minus 3, this cancels with this minus 3, and this is minus 5. So it will be 10, minus 2 into minus 5, this term is cancelled. So it will be 1 by 10, I shall write outside, and then x minus 3, and in bracket we will multiply these two, that will be x square minus 10x plus 24, first term we have written, and you see in the second term it is 9, and this is minus 3. So the sign we shall note, this is 2 and this is minus 1, this minus and this minus becomes plus. This is 1 and this is 2, so it will be, and this 3 cancels 9 gives 3, so it will be 3 by 2. You may verify the calculation, and it is positive, plus 3 by 2 in bracket x minus 1, and the product of these two is again the same, x square minus 10x plus 24. And now this term, you see, this is 3, and this 3 cancels, 30 gives 10. Then the sign is, this is positive, and this is negative. So sign is here is negative. So this is 3, and this is 1, and this is minus 2. So 10 by 2 is 5. So minus 5 by 2 it will be. You have to check this. and then x minus 1 is common, and in bracket it remains product of these two. Product of these two is x square minus 9x plus 18, and the last term is plus or minus, we will check. This is positive, so each term is positive. It is 5 into 3 into 2, and that is 3 into 2 is 6, and 132 is divisible by 6, and it is 22 divided by 5, and x minus 1 as it is in bracket x square minus 7x plus 12 will remain. And further we have to calculate, that means multiply these two and then add all these, and after simplifying the answer becomes, you should do the remaining arithmetic part or algebraic part further, and the answer for this is x cube. It is x cube. One more step we have to do, only the part of multiplication. Multiply this, that cubic term will be there. See what is the first term, 1 by 10 in bracket. See x cube, and then this is minus 10x square minus 3x square, that is minus 13x square, and then it is 24x plus 30, that is 54x, and final term is minus 72. Yes, so these are the terms, and plus so on, and then the answer after addition is this is equal to this is y of x is equal to, or y simply is equal to x cube minus, I have done the calculation for this. Similarly you do these remaining and add all these terms, and then the answer is x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 6. So this is the required polynomial and is the answer for the second problem. Now this problem you should solve at home, that I have written here. The function y is equal to sin x is tabulated here. X values are given at 0, pi by 4 and pi by 2, and we may observe these are not equally spaced. The difference is pi by 4, and actually these are equally spaced, but the formula can be used for equally spaced, also unequally spaced, and here it is equally spaced, so we can use the Lagrange interpolation formula to find the value of sin pi by 6. So this is the problem which is similar to the first problem that we have solved. Here the value of x is pi by 6. Take x as pi by 6 and form the table. It will be simple, and the answer is 0.51743. One more problem you should solve is, I shall write that problem here. This is the book that we are following, Introductory Methods of Numerical Analysis by S.S. Sastry. And the problem number 4 I write here as from the book, using Lagrange's interpolation formula. Find the form of the function y of x. The values of x and y are given. And this is exactly similar to the problem, second problem just we have solved, this one. And the answer for this is it is x, or they have written in factor form. So it is x cube minus 6x square 17x minus 12, or that is in they have written in this form x minus 1 x square minus 5x plus 12. You check these are the same. So this is the answer. So please try to solve the problem number 3 and 4, these two problems by observing the problems we have earlier solved. So remaining part we will continue next time. Thank you.